In this video, I'm going to show you 4 cities just to the north of Boise that you might consider if you're thinking about moving to the Boise area. Okay, so this is stop number 1, Hidden Springs. It's about 10 minutes outside of Boise, outside of the kind of the northwestern edge of Boise. 20 minutes or so from downtown Boise. And one way that I'd describe this little town, this little community, is actually with the word community. It has a very kind of community feel. You can see behind me here, there's like a little mercantile, a little kind of store. There's a library behind me and a couple other buildings. There's about 4,000 people that live here. It's kind of hard to tell. The 2010 census was the latest one that I could find, and there was 2,200 people then. There's a lot of building activity in recent years. So I'd say there's probably around 4,000 people or so that live here. There's several neighborhood community pools that you can go to if you're a resident here in Hidden Springs. Your HOA covers that. There's also a community orchard, which is kind of interesting. So you can kind of sponsor a tree and pick some of the fruit and either give it away or eat it. And then there's like a community barn that you can rent out. So there's a lot of these kind of community type of activities. I think there's an emphasis on just kind of living together. The housing here is gonna be in the $450,000 range and up. The homes here are all really nicely kept. Notice the trees. The trees are 10, 20 years old, maybe 10 years old. So you don't have a lot of real big, mature landscaping here, but it's big enough that it doesn't feel like it's a brand new construction zone. One of the nice features of Hidden Springs is there's a lot of open area. There's about 400 acres or so of open area. This is a little wildlife refuge that they have. And there's also a lot of trails for walking. So if you like to ride your bike, there's a lot of paved trails for riding your bike, running. But overall, it's a really nice, quaint community. So if you're looking for a place kind of outside of Boise, outside of the big city, this is a good option. So here I am in Eagle. Now this is a much larger town than Hidden Springs. About 32,000 people that live here. And you can see as from behind me, there's a bunch of restaurants and stores. There's a Subway right here, a bike shop back there, Napa Auto Parts. So it's a bigger community for sure than Hidden Springs. I think one of the defining features of Eagle is you'll find a lot of homes that are larger and at a higher price point. So you're not gonna find anything under $450 for sure. Sort of an 1,800 square foot home. It's probably gonna run you around $500,000 to $550,000 dollars, not people. There's a pretty good sized golf course. Eagle Island State Park is just to the south of Eagle, which is a fun place to go if you wanna have a picnic. There's some places to swim there. There's 3 splash pads in Eagle, and that truck is really making some loud noise. And there's also some nice parks. These homes that you're seeing are gonna be in the $600,000 to $800,000 range. Last month, the average price of all the homes sold in Eagle was $832,000. So you can see that they're larger homes. You can see almost all these have 3-car garages. And this is pretty typical to Eagle. Now, a lot of people like to live in Eagle, want to live in Eagle, so it can be difficult to find the right place here in Eagle because of the competition, because of the desirability of this neighborhood. Next up is Star. We're about 5 or 10 minutes down the road. Welcome to Star. Star is about a third of the size of Eagle. It's about 12,000 people that live here. And what's unique about Star is that the city actually goes back quite a ways. The first hotel built here was actually built in 1888, I think it was. And it actually became a city in 1907. Now Star's become fairly popular in recent years. Because of the rising real estate prices in Boise, it's become a pretty good option for people that want to live in the Boise metro area but are wanting slightly cheaper homes. You can find a 3-bed, 2-bath house here for under 300, right around 300, which thousand, which in Boise, you're not gonna find anything for under 315 or so right now. So you could still be 20-25 minutes away from Boise, enjoy a much smaller town, city. As I said, 12,000 people or so that live here, but for a little bit cheaper. A 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,300 square foot home will be about 300,000. If you're looking for the 1,500 square foot home range, that's gonna run you around $340,000 or so. Okay, the final stop is Middleton, Idaho. It's 13 minutes away. I'm gonna have to hurry because the sun is setting, so stay tuned. Middleton is a small town of about 7,000 people. And I like to describe Middleton as a small town that's surrounded by fields. And that's kind of how it feels. It feels open. It's not, small, kind of like, or sort of more cramped, I guess, like Eagle. About 20 minutes or so from Caldwell. There's not a large medical facility here. You'll be able to find a home here that's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,300 square foot home for anywhere between $265,000 to $300,000. Well, that's it for today. If you have any questions about neighborhoods or price points, anything, send me a text or shoot me an email. I love it when people say, hey, I saw you on YouTube. I'd love to chat with you, see how I can help you or point you in the right direction. If you want to see another video on Boise, Meridian, or other cities in Idaho, check out these videos right here.